Welcome to Ages of Knowledge. Prepare to be transported back to the skies of World War II, where incredible pilots and aircraft defied the odds and changed the course of history. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon to join our journey through time. Let's dive into some of the most fascinating and lesser-known aerial tales from World War II. The Doolittle Raid. On April 18, 1942, Lieutenant Colonel James Doolittle led one of the most daring air raids of World War II, the Doolittle Raid. 16 B-25 bombers, stripped of non-essential equipment to save weight, launched from the deck of the USS Hornet in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. This operation was the first to place American bombers over Tokyo, and it was fraught with challenges. Due to a premature launch, the planes had to take off 200 miles farther from the target than planned. The crews flew low to avoid detection, skimming the waves and navigating through treacherous weather conditions. Despite the odds, they bombed military and industrial targets in Tokyo and other cities. Running low on fuel, the crews had to crash land in China or the Soviet Union, where local resistance fighters helped many of them evade capture. The raid caused minimal physical damage, but had a profound psychological impact, proving Japan was vulnerable to American air attacks and boosting Allied morale during a dark period of the war. Operation Hailstone. In February 1944, the U.S. Navy launched a devastating attack on the Japanese stronghold of Truk Lagoon in Micronesia, known as Operation Hailstone. Over 2 days, American aircraft from 9 carriers conducted relentless bombing and strafing runs on Japanese ships, aircraft, and shore installations. The operation involved over 500 American planes and resulted in the sinking of more than 40 Japanese ships and the destruction of nearly 300 aircraft. This massive assault crippled the Japanese fleet's ability to project power in the Pacific, essentially eliminating Truk as a viable naval base. The coordination between air and sea forces during this operation showcased the growing might and sophistication of the U.S. Navy and marked a significant turning point in the Pacific theater. The Black Cat Squadron. The Black Cat Squadron was a unique and innovative unit within the U.S. Navy during World War II, flying black-painted PBY Catalina flying boats. These aviators conducted daring nighttime operations across the Pacific. The dark paint helped them blend into the night sky, allowing them to disrupt Japanese shipping lanes with surprise attacks. Their missions included low-altitude bombing runs, mine laying, and reconnaissance. The Black Cats were also instrumental in search and rescue missions, locating downed airmen and stranded sailors in hostile waters. Their ability to operate from sea and their ingenuity in modifying their aircraft for different missions made them one of the most versatile and effective units in the war. The Battle of Kursk, aerial clash. The Battle of Kursk, fought in July 1943, is often remembered for its massive tank battles. But the skies above Kursk also witnessed some of the most intense aerial combat of World War II. The Luftwaffe and the Soviet Air Force clashed in the largest air battle of the war. German FW-190s and Bf-109s squared off against Soviet Yak-1s and Il-2 Sturmovix in ferocious dogfights. The Luftwaffe initially dominated the sky, using their superior aircraft and experienced pilots. However, the Soviets quickly adapted, employing new tactics and flooding the battlefield with numerous aircraft. The intense aerial combat resulted in heavy losses on both sides, but the Soviets ultimately gained air superiority. This shift in control of the skies played a crucial role in the Soviet victory on the ground, marking a significant turning point on the Eastern Front. The Flying Tigers. Before the United States officially entered World War II, a group of volunteer pilots known as the Flying Tigers were already fighting against Japanese forces in China. Formed in 1941 under the command of Claire Lee Chennault, this unit was officially the first American volunteer group, AVG. The Flying Tigers flew Curtiss P-40 Warhawks, distinguishable by their shark-faced nose art. Despite being outnumbered and outgunned, the Tigers used Chennault's innovative tactics, including diving attacks and hit-and-run maneuvers, to achieve an impressive kill-to-loss ratio. Their bravery and success in the skies over China bolstered Chinese morale and disrupted Japanese operations. The Flying Tigers became legendary, symbolizing the American spirit of resilience and ingenuity even before Pearl Harbor. The Schweinfurt Regensburg mission. On August 17, 1943, the U.S. Army Air Forces launched one of its most ambitious and costly missions of the war, the Schweinfurt Regensburg mission. The plan involved a coordinated daylight bombing raid on the ball-bearing factories in Schweinfurt and the Messerschmitt aircraft production facilities in Regensburg, Germany. Nearly 400 B-17 flying fortresses took off from bases in England, facing fierce resistance from German fighters and anti-aircraft guns. The bombers pressed on despite heavy losses, with the Regensburg group proceeding to North Africa after their strike to avoid retracing their route. The Schweinfurt group returned to England, enduring continuous attacks. The mission inflicted significant damage on German industry, but at a high cost. 60 bombers were lost, and many more were damaged. This raid underscored the need for long-range fighter escorts, leading to the development and deployment of the P-51 Mustang. The Blitz on London, the role of RAF night fighters. During the Blitz, the sustained bombing campaign by Nazi Germany against the United Kingdom from 1940 to 1941, RAF night fighters played a crucial role in defending British cities. As the Luftwaffe shifted to nighttime raids, the RAF developed new tactics and technologies to counter the threat. Pilots flying aircraft such as the Bristol Beaufighter and later the de Havilland Mosquito were equipped with early radar systems to locate and intercept enemy bombers in the dark. These night fighters, operating under challenging conditions, managed to shoot down significant numbers of German bombers, reducing the effectiveness of the Luftwaffe's campaign and providing some respite to the beleaguered civilian population. The bravery and skill of these night fighter pilots became a symbol of Britain's indomitable spirit during its darkest hours. If you love diving into the thrilling and untold stories of World War II, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the Ages of Knowledge. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and become part of our journey through history's most incredible moments. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an adventure.